We're pretty used to having Marvel movies tailored to American culture. I mean, they'll occasionally eat shawarma, but that's about as far as it usually goes. But obviously Marvel movies play around the world, and sometimes that means that changes are made to adapt them to different cultures and countries and languages. With that in mind, here are Marvel movies that were changed in different countries. And before we jump in, if you haven't already, take a second to hit that YouTube subscribe button and enable notifications to stay up to date with all our videos. Guardians of the Galaxy is pretty messed up when you think about it, with talking raccoons and trees that only say their own names and whatnot. So if you think about it, Guardians of the Galaxy is a pretty tame title for a crazy movie like that. Luckily, Taiwan is here to help and crazy things up a bit. In Taiwan, the title of Guardians of the Galaxy was changed to Interplanetary Unusual Attacking Team. Solid. And apparently the Chinese version had a pretty serious involuntary change because of poorly translated subtitles. In the first movie, there's a scene where Star-Lord tells Gamora about Kevin Bacon in Footloose, and the original version is that he teaches people with sticks up their butts to enjoy dancing. Well, whoever translated that for the Chinese market decided that meant he taught people how to twist ass. I can get behind that. Iron Man 3 was made in collaboration with the China-based company DMG Entertainment, which essentially means they got to make their own version of the movie too. Most people around the world got the same version of Iron Man, but China had 4 minutes of extra footage, expanding on scenes with the character Dr. Wu and introducing Dr. Wu's nurse played by Chinese superstar Fan Bingbing. There was even apparently a moment where the question, "What does Iron Man rely on to revitalize his energy?" pops up on screen. And then apparently there was a 3-second blackout before the words Gu Li Duo faded in on the screen. Which is a Chinese milk drink. Pretty sure that's not what he relies on. This change actually happened during pre-production to avoid pissing off a country. For Doctor Strange, Marvel made a pretty substantial change to the source material because of, well, it was because they wanted to make money, if we're being honest. In the comics, the Ancient One is a male Tibetan monk, but the Chinese government doesn't recognize Tibet as an independent country. So rather than risk offending them, they cast Tilda Swinton in the role, who's pretty much as far away from a male Tibetan monk as you can get. The movie made $110 million at the Chinese box office, so I guess the plan worked. Thor Ragnarok might not be that different when it comes out overseas, but some other countries might be a little confused by it when it does. So the movie's director Taika Waititi is a comedic mastermind. Seriously, if you haven't seen Hunt for the Wilderpeople and What We Do in the Shadows, you need to check those out. And judging by the North American trailer for Thor Ragnarok, he's bringing a lot of that humor into the MCU. But the international trailer has kind of a different tone to it. A lot of the jokes were actually removed in that version, and it's darker in tone. So if international audiences haven't also checked out the American version of the trailer, they might be in for a surprise, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, unless they hate laughing, in which case it's gonna suck. Like we saw in the Guardians of the Galaxy entry, sometimes translations don't go super smoothly. And here are some Marvel character names that got absolutely butchered in international versions. In Germany, Loki is Evil God. In Latvia, Thor is Torse. In Hong Kong, Hulk is the Green Giant. In Hungary, Spider-Man is Pokember, which sounds like a Pokemon Christmas special. Captain America is Captini America in Finland. In Germany, Iron Man is the Iron One. Star-Lord is Space Lord in Hungary.
Star-Lord, man.
And also in Hungary, Rocket Raccoon is Blunderbuss. And let's just step out of the MCU for a second so I can tell you that in Norway, Wolverine is Jerv, the badass, cigar-smoking, killer mutant Jerv. Well, that's all for today's quick list. Let us know in the comment section what you think of these changes to Marvel movies, and be sure to leave us a like. If you're watching this on Facebook, you can hit the link to jump over to YouTube and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.